Hey YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead here, coming to you today with a video again on the small litters versus large litters. Only this time I'm going to be showing y'all the difference about the weight of the rabbits from the large litters and the small litters, all within a week apart. So these two litters that I'm going to be weighing right now, one of them is a litter that the mother originally had 6, but she lost 2, so she only has 4 that she's raising, and the other mother had 10 and didn't lose any except for the ones that she had two extra after a couple of weeks. So, which we're not going to count that because that was, my mistake on having her bred twice. But what we're going to do is we're going to cut our scale on here. And we got it at 0. We're going to set our pot here to hold the rabbit. And we're going to 0 that out there real quick. And now we'll put one of our little rabbits from the group of 10 in here. We'll see how much he weighs. And we are right at 2.5 pounds. So what I'll do is I'll pause the video here real quick. As you can see, this group of 10, for some reason, they kept wanting to lay on top of each other. And they were pooping and rubbing it into each other's fur. So I've got them in a much larger area now, so hopefully they're going to clean up fine, but that was really gross. I've had problems with rabbits wanting to do that a lot, but anyway, we've got 2.5 pounds, and now let's go get one of the group, one from the litter of 4 and see how much they weigh. Pause the video here. All right, so here we are back with the bigger rabbit. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to turn the scale back on it, cut off. Hopefully this rabbit doesn't decide to scratch me here. And let's throw the pot on here and 0 it out. Right, and here we got this guy. You can see he's much larger than the others. Let's put him in here and see where we're at. Wow, 3.7 pounds. We're looking at almost 4 pounds there. So let's take him back and then we'll talk about this for just a second. All right, so that was the 2 different litters. And as you can see, the litter of 4 grew up to a whole pound, a little over a pound more than what the other rabbits are of the litter of 10. And the reason that can be beneficial at times is because if you're raising them for meat, you can raise them out quicker. That being said, that's only going to be about 20 pounds of live weight on them 4 rabbits. So you're looking at about 10 pounds of meat. And on the larger group, you're looking at 25 pounds of meat. The thing is, though, we're putting a lot more feed into them to get them up to weight. There's something about just them getting their mother's milk and getting plenty of it that allows them to grow a lot faster. Now, I really don't think that you're having any kind of like feed savings or anything. One of the things I like about it is just how quick it is, but then there's also a couple other things to consider. Like if you're going to sell rabbits, if I were going to sell rabbits and I wanted to just sell bunnies instead of eating the rabbits, then the 10 rabbits is going to benefit me more, because obviously people are going to pay more money because each rabbit goes for a certain amount of dollars. So I think there's pros and cons to both sides of that. And I do like the quicker grow out, just because I think that they get a huge jump start from that milk. So if I could have more does and have smaller litters, anywhere from like 4 to 8, I'd love to have the smaller side of the litters, just because they do grow out so fast. I mean, those rabbits, the ones from the group of 4, here in probably just another week or 2, they'll be ready to slaughter. And all of my rabbits have received as much feed as they want to eat. So I put them pellets in there. They've always got as many pellets as they want to eat. Plus I'd give them grass, and tree hay and a bunch of other stuff, so they eat like little piggies. And as you can see, the ones that had the fewer litter mates just grew faster. And so if you're looking at fast production, some of those smaller litters are not necessarily that bad. So just depending on what it is that you want to do, if you want to sell them to people as live animals, you know, may work out better to do that. If you're wanting to get quick and fast protein and you want to lean more towards the mothers that are a little more genetically predisposed to have smaller litters, that might be a route to take. Like I said, though, I really don't think that it makes a huge difference on, like, as far as how much feed you're going to use to get them to that. That being said, if you were doing nothing but a fodder system and you were putting them in rabbit tractors to finish them off and grazing them, I think the bigger litters might be a better bet, just because it really doesn't matter how much feed you put into them, because you're going to be feeding them mostly off the land, and you will have a larger quantity of rabbits and more meat. Because if you're going to slaughter them at 5 pounds, you're going to have more meat no matter what. I mean, if you slaughter the 4 at 5 pounds and then the 10 at 5 pounds, the 10 is still going to give you more meat. That being said, I am going to be researching this a lot more, and maybe some of you guys who already breed rabbits or maybe raise them for meat, you might have an idea of whether or not it really does give them a big enough jump start that you're actually feeding them less by having the smaller litters. I don't know, because the food to meat conversion ratio, I don't know exactly how that works. If they're doing it better when they're younger, if that's the case, then yes, they're going to produce more meat for less feed. If they really kind of do it the same throughout the whole growth stage, then it's not really going to matter. But it's something I'm going to look into. Hopefully some people down in the comments might have some additions to this, or if you've done some Google searches of feed conversion on rabbits, I'm going to look into it more, and once I'm a little more informed on whether or not it's going to make that much of a difference, then I'll make a follow-up video and talk about it some more. But that's just from a simple observation of taking notes and looking at the litter sizes and keeping up with what I'm feeding them and stuff like that. Just some quick science on that. But anybody who's got anything to add, leave it down there in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more things like this. If the video was helpful, if you learned something, leave a like, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.